So you want to learn more about keto? Check out this video. Hey guys, so I'm Rylika, and if you don't know me, let me give you a little bit of background. I'm a mom of 4 who lost over 120 pounds on the ketogenic diet and also working out, mostly strength training, all that sort of thing. I was overweight my entire life. And now I'm happy and healthy. And I also ended up becoming a personal trainer, which I'm still shocked, as well as a keto weight loss coach. My coaching program has so many features and benefits to really help keep folks accountable. But and you can see more of the information on my coaching program in the description. But this video, I want to tell you guys about keto, and I also want to give you guys a little bit of insight about my ketogenic challenge. I'll be hosting keto challenges every month, and I want you guys to join. It's a 4-week challenge, and you'll get really great background and details on the ketogenic diet. You'll learn how to do it while you're doing it, and you'll lose weight having fun, and you'll get tons of support from me and from other folks in the challenge. So, and you'll also get exercise tips and weekly exercise challenges, because for me, healthy living and keto is not just about food, it's about overall health. So it's getting healthy, strengthening the body, losing weight, obviously, but getting tone. There's a ton of benefits from some of the medical diagnosis that folks have received, and how it's really making huge strides and changing lives. Just across the board, everything from epilepsy to diabetes to high blood pressure, cholesterol issues, everything. Keto's been a game changer and a lifesaver for many. So let me tell you about keto. The ketogenic lifestyle, there's so many different ways to get into ketosis. There are at least 4 different ways that I know of. Let's talk about the different ways to get into ketosis. Some folks fast into ketosis. So essentially you can go on a water fast for 100 hours, approximately 4 days, and you'll get into ketosis because your body will essentially process through all the carbs that you have and all your energy, and then begin to start using stored fat for energy, and boom, you're in ketosis, right? Folks tend to lean toward the high fat, moderate protein, low carb, and say, hey, do this, you'll get into ketosis, you'll lose weight. That is true, absolutely true. You know, get your macros calculated, the whole bit, right? And it usually takes about 4 to 5 days. Another way to get into ketosis is to really just drop your carbs heavily. So you're going 20 carbs max for the day, and that's total carbs. You're eating moderate fat. So you're not going insane with your fat. You're not going over with your fat. And then you're eating a moderate amount of protein. That will still get you into ketosis. I know people don't talk about it as much. So there's all these different ways to really get into ketosis, right? The 3 that I just mentioned, you really should be monitoring your macros while doing them. The 4th way is essentially not using macros. And funny enough, this is how I started. Not using macros, really just monitoring, mentally monitoring your carbs. So not eating a lot of carbs, and not going necessarily high in fat. You're not adding additional fat to really try and hit a certain number or anything like that. You're just eating until you're no longer hungry, essentially. So you're working your best to try to listen to your body. It's harder, and you may not get into ketosis within those kind of 4 or 5 days or weeks time. It may take a little longer, but you will eventually get there. Now see, the difference in these 4 is fasting, right? Number 1, that's really hard for people. A lot of folks will struggle going from eating brownies every day to fasting for 4 days. That can be a struggle for folks. So folks tend to find that very hard to do. The 2nd way, high fat, low carb, moderate protein. That way, in my opinion, is actually the easiest way to do it, because it's even though it's a huge change, you can no longer eat brownies, right? But you are still able to eat essentially the amount of food that you were normally eating, maybe slightly less depending on how much you were eating before. But when I calculate your macros, you will still be getting enough food to where you'll get fat adapted very quickly, and you'll find that you're not as hungry after about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So it's a nice transition, right? The third way, it's fairly drastic, right? Because you're going from eating brownies every day and eating lots of fat and lots of carbs to eating moderate amount of fat and almost no carbs, right? You also will likely have to increase your protein to get to moderate, because most people don't really eat enough protein during the day either. So now that is kind of a big change for someone who has not been eating well, has not been eating very good. I will say that I have clients who have gone right into kind of a moderate fat, moderate protein, low carb way of eating, which is, another form of keto. And they didn't necessarily struggle, but it's because they weren't eating brownies like I had been eating when I was 300 pounds. They were already on a healthier path and healthier journey. So making that switch was not necessarily drastic for them, so it worked for them. So it's really just understanding what will work for you. Again, the fourth way of not counting any macros, not doing any sort of calculation, just going for it, that works for some people. And I know people that has worked for, right? But frankly, what happens is there's a lot of people that does not work for, because you're not monitoring anything. And sometimes folks will eat way too much or way too little protein. Some folks will not realize they're actually eating more carbs than they realize, because they're not tracking anything, not monitoring anything. So folks really have to understand what keto is and what the ketogenic diet is as they move forward. So anyways, so that's just kind of a precursor. So I wanted to give you that information, help you understand a little bit about keto. And we're going to be going through so much more in this challenge. So as we work through this ketogenic challenge, this 4-week challenge, January 3rd is the start of the challenge, and January 7th is going to be our first weigh-in. And as we work through it, you're going to be receiving an education on keto, how it works, why it works, and how to keep pushing forward in it. You're also going to be getting support from a Facebook group where we'll be sharing experiences with the other participants in the group. You'll also be having weekly weigh-ins. So you'll be weighing yourself weekly to see what your progress is. And of course, I mentioned there's going to be the workouts and things like that. So this is a full kind of supportive 4-week challenge. So we've got so many different opportunities with this challenge, and you can also win a prize. So there will be 3 winners in each challenge. And the first 2 winners are based on weight loss percentage. But the third winner is based on engagement. It helps to keep you accountable and to keep pushing forward in the challenge. So you're weighing in every week. You are commenting on posts. You're posting yourself. You're getting involved and staying involved. And you're eating right and being healthy, right? You're getting healthy while you're staying involved and communicating about a healthier lifestyle. There's so many benefits of keto. We've seen them everywhere. Everything from studies being done on how it's cured or drastically improved epilepsy symptoms, to improving diabetes numbers, high blood pressure numbers, as well as cholesterol numbers. I've seen all of these types of improvements within my clients this year. And I'm really excited about it. So keto is a game changer. I'm not kidding. It obviously changed my life. For me, my husband, and our 4 children, it changed my life, but it can change yours too. So join my challenge. So go to this link up here. I actually link at the top and also in the description, the video on how the challenge works, how the winners are selected. There's gonna be 3 winners, and what all is being provided by me to the folks in the challenge. So it's really exciting. I'm hoping you guys join. Again, it's www.lifehealthnow.com. I'm really excited to get started, guys. So join the challenge, sign up, register. Again, I'll be doing these about every 5 weeks, but this first one is gonna start on January 3rd. Again, January 3rd is the start of the challenge. January 7th is gonna be our first weigh-in. We've got several folks who've already joined, and I'm really excited to get it started. So check out this video or go to my website. You all see the video there, and let's get started, guys. Let's get healthy this year. You guys can do it. Jump on it now, get healthy, get ready. Frankly, if I can do it, anyone can. So I'll see you guys soon. I'll talk to you later. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get going on this challenge, guys.
Don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to watch my mom's next video.